Chào mọi người, tôi rất vui khi được trở lại để làm một video nấu ăn khác. Hôm nay tôi sẽ dạy bạn cách chiên đậu hũ. Có nhiều cách để nấu món ăn này. I personally love this dish a lot and I guarantee you this dish will change your lives. Alright, let's get started. Các thành phần như sau. Okay, the first thing you want to have is your tofu, tofu. You can get this at your local supermarket. Here we have a big whole ton, and then here we have individual pieces. We'll be cutting them later. Garlic, tỏi. Green onions, hành. Chopsticks, đũa. Bowls, tô. A large pan, your cutting board. Your knife, dao. Your onion, hành tây. Fish sauce, nước mắm. Tiêu đen, black pepper. Tỏi, California garlic. Muối, sea salt. Đường, sugar. Olive oil, dầu ô liu. Last but not least, cà chua, tomatoes. First step, cắt hành tây thành miếng nhỏ. So we want a third of this onion, so just be careful with your knife tactics. Some of you guys were concerned how I was cutting my stuff in episode 1. You know, you guys told me to use a claw method and not keep your fingers like this or else you're gonna cut yourself. So I was taught this, but it's just I'm bad at implementing it, so we'll try it this time. So. Okay, we got it. There we go. Got a fresh onion over there, so we're gonna put this aside. So here's our 1/3 of an onion that we're gonna use all for the pan. So let's go ahead and cut this very carefully into small pieces and pull the miracles. This is actually working. The claw method, it's cool. It's kind of safe, you know? I'm not that scared of cutting my fingers, I think. So this, yeah, nice and easy. Let the knife do the work. Be very careful with knives. An toàn rất là quan trọng. Next up is really simple. Just go ahead and add all the onions into your little bowl. Alright, next you want to go ahead and cut some green onions, again into small pieces. We'll cut a few. So now that's done, we're going to go ahead and add all this into our bowl of onions. Next up is cutting the tomatoes, cà chua. You want to go ahead and cut these into medium sliced pieces. Just watch. Uh-oh. A little tip, when you cut tomatoes, do not apply force. You don't want to push it. You want to slice it until you penetrate itself enough, and then boom, make the final cut. Because if you push it, you're going to squeeze out all the juices, and we want to make sure that we have all the juices inside the tomato. Don't push, but slide. Okay, so here's around a good amount of tomatoes that we have. So again, we'll go ahead and put them into the big bowl. Next up, we're going to cut 2 little garlic pieces. Tỏi. We'll go ahead and add them to the same little bowl as the onions. Alright, next is the main event. We have ourselves here a lot of tofu pieces, so we're going to carefully take them out of the bag. These are already cooked, so what we're doing is just pretty much frying them. As you can see, one piece of tofu is very big for a pan, so what we're going to do is that we're going to cut these into quarter pieces. I think cooking is amazing. I'm just getting started and I'm learning so much. And I highly encourage everybody out there to learn how to cook too, because, you know, it's a survival skill. It's great stuff and it just helps everybody out too. Alright, so all the tofu's complete down here, cut into quarter pieces. Now we're gonna go ahead and start up the stove, get that pan going, and pull up the miracles. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the stove. Safety first. We're gonna turn it on to high. You can see all that flame under the pan. Just be careful, it's not too high, but you got enough of that fire going. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and add all the onions, green onions, and the garlic first. Oh, crap! Oh! Alright, that was absolutely traumatizing. We're gonna go ahead and try this again, and hopefully we don't burn things in 5 seconds. Good thing that we're keeping the heat low. As you can see, these are just slowly getting cooked, which is what we want. Apparently we put the heat too high last time, and that burned everything, so just be careful. Stir this around, get that nice and good in there. Next, instantly add the tomatoes. Stir that as well. Get that equal distribution in there, okay? I'll take a little spoon of sugar, spray it all in there. Three drops of the garlic. Nine drops of salt. Add all of this. Don't forget the magic sauce, the Nook Mum. Now, as you can see, when this is heating up, the tomato sauce, it's starting to soak into everything. That's what we want. You can see the color is starting to turn into that little reddish from the tomato. We're gonna go ahead and cook this for around 5 minutes, and then we're gonna turn off the stove and let it sit for another 5 minutes to cool off. Remember, the tofu's already cooked. We're just frying it up along, with all the onions and tomatoes and all that good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and just stir a bit so we can get all those little salts, sugar, garlic, to make sure it gets on this tofu as well. Be careful too, because the tomato and there's a lot of liquid in there. You don't want to stir this super hard to the point where you're splatting this all over yourself. Again, safety first. This smells so good right now. I'm telling you, this is great. So again, we'll wait around 5 minutes and then we'll turn off the stove. Alright, looks like this is ready. We're gonna go ahead and turn off the stove and we'll let it cool off. At the very end, you want to add a small touch of black pepper. Be very careful too, you don't want to add too much of the black pepper. It's good. While it's cooling off, we'll go ahead and stir this to get that black pepper all around. Alright, and there you have it. Tofu. Really looking nice and yummy. Alright, so before we go ahead and serve this, we're gonna go ahead and try it ourselves first. So here we go. That is amazing. I love it. This is great.
Everything changes.
That's just right. That is perfect. Let me eat some more, hold on. Woo! We did it, everybody. We successfully cooked tofu. I can't wait for my family to come home and try it out, and I'm sure they're going to love it. Again, I highly recommend everybody to try out this dish because it is absolutely life-changing. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. For episode 1, everyone loved it. I loved it too, even though it was chaotic, but we all had a good time together. And I can't wait to see everybody next time for episode 3. I don't know what we're going to be cooking next, but we'll see. In the meantime, stay tuned. And this is me, Chef Socrates. Until next time.